My mother and one of my brothers coming down. We've got my other half's parents coming down, her sister's coming down. It's gonna be busy. We got all the kids coming over as well. It's gonna be like I think we're cooking for 12 on Christmas Day, or the wife is, and then I'm doing 14 on Scenic Route. Yeah, I'm doing 14 on Boxing Day. And of course, it's raining. Now, this is a new part of the mod 1.3 as well. 1.3S, whatever it's called. Oh, look, there's a no entry sign there. I totally drove in the wrong way. Never mind. So, water on the windscreen is now more realistic. It actually has gravitational pull, and I think I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I don't believe I just did that. Right, pay attention, man. Or am I? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So if you look at individual droplets of rain now, they sort of roll down the windscreen in a semi-realistic way. If I put the windscreen wipers on, you can see that they bunch up to one side and then all drip down that side. It looks pretty darn good, I have to say. I wouldn't necessarily say it was perfect, but it's definitely better than it was. Also, as you... Oh my god, brakes. Jeepers creepers, I am so not used to these brakes yet. As I say, I've been playing Tourist Bus Simulator too much and I'm used to stopping quickly. I need to be a bit more cautious, I think. So yes, anyway, as you accelerate, the wind force that you get against the windscreen now also affects the raindrops as well. I think they look, at the moment, I'd say they look a little bit superimposed as opposed to realistic. It's not far off being really spot on, in my humble opinion, but I don't think it's quite nailed it yet. I like it. I like the direction they're going in. Certainly, it's a promising modification, but yeah, you know, I'd like to see them continue to tweak it, using my gears to slow me down there. I don't have a retarder on this truck. So have you guys heard of Clumsy Gamer? Very prominent ETS2 player and streamer. If you haven't heard of him, you definitely need to go check him out. He's the Clumsy. Yeah, Clumsy is good. I think Clumsy must be the most chilled out and totally relaxed streamer I have ever seen. Oh, what am I doing in 6th? What's going on here? Get the right gear. The man is so laid back and relaxed. It's insane. I don't think I've ever met anybody or ever seen anybody quite so chilled out as that guy. It's so cool to watch, so relaxing and easy to watch, I tell you. He's also very good as well, obviously. But I was watching him driving around the beyond the Baltic the other day, and yeah, it looks really nice. It does look really nice. So I'm excited to get my truck and trailer up there as soon as possible. I still think ETS2 is my favourite of the truck sims. It's just so much more variety, so much more lovely landscape and interesting environments to drive through. Yeah, oh gosh, Stringbean, you're on a roll today. You need to back these up and send them over to SCS. Yeah, seasons. I mean, I think 2018, or you know what is coming in 2019, it should be. Hey Andrew, yeah, seasons. My God, things like seasons should be dynamic weather. And seasons need to be implemented in every single driving stroke vehicle game. Farm Sim 19 doesn't have seasons. Dynamic weather, I'm not sure you could really argue it has that either, but definitely seasons would be spectacular. Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you, Andrew? You'd think seasons would be easy. I mean, when you think back to the likes of OMSI 2, which was developed all those years ago, I mean, that has seasons, right? Or it has real-time weather. Their priorities just lay elsewhere. I've got to say though, beyond the Baltic Sea DLC, I think it's like £13, which is, I don't know, 15 euros, $20, something like that. And am I going straight on or left here? I can never read. And I can't seem to zoom in my Sat-Nav, which is most annoying. Live weather, exactly. It was taking data from the Met weather stations and then implementing it in the game. I mean, hey Tana. How you doing? Yeah, exactly, guys. OMSI. What, OMSI 1? I never played OMSI 1, I don't think. I don't think I ever played OMSI 1. I know OMSI 2 had all of that. Did OMSI have it as well? I gotta say, when the rain gets heavy, it looks even better. I don't know. Yeah. I think it's almost realistic. Just not quite. Not quite there for me. Step in the right direction though. But yeah, I mean, if there were three things, if I got the opportunity to say to SCS, right, these three things I want implemented during 2019, it would be the ability to get out and walk around your truck properly, not using the in-game cam sort of cheat technique. I have no idea which lane I'm meant to be in here. I can't even see where I'm going very well. Oh god, oh god. So yeah, is Sat-Nav better here? Yeah, it is actually, but only marginally. I have a terrible time with Sat-Nav. I need the Sat-Nav to talk to me, that's the problem. Hey Andrew, thank you for the host, mate. So the three things would be seasons, the ability to get out of your truck, and the option to pick how long you sleep for. Definitely they'd be my three most requested items. Now which one of these lets me straight through? I can never ever tell. Oh my god, brakes, 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 brakes. I think I had to stall it there. Multi-drop deliveries. Yeah, Mick Burr. Oh, actually, did you know, Mick, welcome by the way, did you know that there is a mod which allows you to do multi-drop deliveries? I looked at it a while ago, but I couldn't find a reliable and safe source to download it from. Yeah, I believe there is a mod that allows you to do that. Is it out there for 1.33? I wouldn't have thought so, to be honest with you. It was much earlier this year that I saw it, but I think it did come out in the early part of this year, maybe the latter part of last year. So whether or not it's capable of being used in 1.33, I think it's highly unlikely at the moment. Whether or not it gets updated, I don't know. But to be fair, 1.33, I'm going mad with 1.33. To be fair, SCS have been dropping updates, DLC and all sorts of crazy shenanigans on us at an unbelievably high rate this year. So it's very difficult for modders and pro mods and everybody in between to keep up, I would imagine. Deliberately slightly blocking the road here. Hey G Cooks, I'm good, thank you mate. How are you today? I think I might do some upgrades on my truck, you know. Quite like a new transmission. Can you have a quick look at my truck from the outside? Absolutely. There she is, in beautiful neon yellow. Isn't she beautiful? Whoa! Drunken driver. I can't do that for too long. Foggy Weather is another good one. Yeah, actually. Yeah. I think I've got to be honest. The best game that I've seen Foggy Weather implemented in has to be PUBG. I can't think of a game that's really done it better than PUBG have. And one of the real outstanding features of PUBG is its completely dynamic weather. I say dynamic, it only rains or shines. But yeah, you do have the misty, foggy type aspect as well, and I think it's been done really, really well. Most impressed with it, I really am. They've got about a million other things wrong, but that one bit they've got pretty right. Rain is easing off a tad now. Need to have a look, see at my sleeping situation. Already halfway full, look. It's insane. Plagued by slow drivers today, it seems. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! God! Yeah, we were definitely. Oh god! I tell you what, I've just thought of another one that they desperately need to put in: a replay. I want to replay that last 30 seconds. I knew I was on the edge there, but my god, I don't know how I kept that together. That woke me up a bit. We were definitely gone then. I'm gonna have to get the suspension checked out. Now that, I've got to say that the corner I went round, okay, yeah, sure, I did feel like it was going. I've got to go around this car, it's doing my head in. I did feel like it was going, and I kind of sensed it would happen, but I wonder if that's something to do with the physics. Now, I do run with stability on minimum, brakes on minimum, so I'm going for the most authentic and realistic kind of drive and physics feel anyway, but yeah, that just seemed to tip over way too easy. Far easier than I think it normally does, perhaps. We're going to do it again here if I'm not careful. So I'm wondering if that's something to do with the new physics implementation. Perhaps they've made it even easier to tip the truck and the trailer, and maybe that's why I'm struggling so much with the brakes, or maybe, quite possibly, I'm just scrambling for excuses for my terrible driving. Could be a combination of all of those things. See, even then I had a little bit of a wobble. It seems incredibly eager to tip over. You did your first special transport delivery in ETS this morning. Good fun. Yeah, they are actually, aren't they? Did you have any accidents, or did you get a nice smooth drive? Nice. Good driving there, String B. Nice work. It's all too easy to have a tiny little dink. Did I adjust my braking intensity yet? What was I going to adjust my braking intensity to, G-Cooks? I have it at minimum. I've always had it at minimum. So when I slam the brakes on, they barely they barely do anything. You know, so much so that I ought to consider changing the name from braking to slowdowns. They're my slowdowns. They don't actually brake at all. I wonder if nearly tipping the trailer like that has going to damage the cargo at all. It's quite possible. I said my braking was too intense the last time you watched. Was that ETS2 or was that ATS? I remember saying that about something. I don't remember in which context it was, but I've got everything set to absolute minimum, I believe. Just quickly check. Pretty sure I do. Options, gameplay. Random road events and rain probabilities. There we go. Braking intensity minimum, trailer stability minimum, and yeah, might have been ATS. I've always driven ETS2 with minimums on both of those things. I found watching other YouTubers drive in ETS2 that they were driving far too quickly around corners and stuff, and there was no chance of the trailer ever tipping over, it seemed, and they'd come flying into junctions with, you know, like 20-30 tons of cargo on board, and yet wouldn't smash into anything, but despite driving way too quickly into that junction. I just found it a tad too unrealistic, so I've never ever taken it off minimum, and I'm fairly sure I'm doing that on ATS2 on ATS as well, but I'm not 100% sure. If I'm not, then I'll probably change that next time I play ATS. Yeah, String Bean, I'm ETS over ATS. ATS is obviously newer, better graphics, but I don't know. I mean, looking at ETS right now, look at this. This looks absolutely stunning. We've got random road events. It's just far more interesting. Don't hit the copper. And you got all the fantastic trucks. Definitely ETS. Or ETS2 at least. A little bit of speed in. The problem with ATS, I think, is it's taking so long for for new content to come out. It's taking a really, really, really long time, and that massively limits the enjoyment. For me, anyway, for me. Oh, we're on a camber. Luckily it's uphill. You prefer ATS? You think it's because you like your workshop truck so much? Oh god, all over the place here. Yeah, I was going to say, what truck are you driving there? I've got to try out the new Volvo in ATS. I've not got around to doing that yet. Freightliner. I've been seeing the destination flashing on our Sat-Nav for bloody ages. Every time I come up to a corner I think, oh look, it's just around the corner, that's cool. And then it isn't, massively. It must be at a very low down 3D angle, I guess. Throwing me curveballs. Is this the free toll? I can never ever figure it out. Yeah, it is. T. I see it now. Find a gear you like. It's the one that looks like Optimus Prime. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty darn cool. Right, what's going on here then? Wow, that's a sharp corner, alright. Good lord. Nice and easy. Keep the wheels on the floor. It's a windy bit of road, this. 2 days to go before the release of Tourist Bus Simulator. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, by the way, guys, I've got good news. They fixed the Sat-Nav problem. So all those issues I was having in yesterday's stream, no longer a problem. I haven't actually received that patch yet, but it's due out in the next one, which I imagine now that the next patch will come out just before release date, maybe today. Oh god, yeah, we're going to tip even at that speed. Whoa. Yeah, so good news, they have fixed that. They did say a little while back that they'd isolated what the problem was. But yeah, I found out yesterday that they've actually fixed it, and they're just waiting for a patch to roll out, like a complete update to roll out, and it'll be in there. So that's good. You won't have that issue. Good positive stuff. That's the reason why, you know, YouTubers should get early access, is to do that beta testing, find those bugs, and help developers get them fixed. Not like Farm Sim 19, where they pretend that there aren't any bugs, and then when it releases, everybody who's paid all their money goes, what is this crap? Doesn't even work with my wheel properly. Yes, not a big fan of that approach, I've got to be honest. But I dare say there'll still be a couple of little bugs that scrape their way through. But for me, that was a big one. The Sat-Nav was a real problem. A really significant problem. tight corner coming up. I don't care if I blind him or not. I need to be able to see what I'm doing here. So don't forget, guys, on the 5th, which is tomorrow, I think, pretty sure, I am doing a giveaway for Tourist Bus Simulator. So if you want to be included in that draw, go along to my YouTube channel, have a look at the what's it called, community tab, and yeah, just enter the keyword in there and you'll be entered in for the draw. I've got 2 keys to give away, so your chances of winning are pretty darn good. Certainly better chances of winning a key on my channel than the likes of Squirrel or anything like that. They've got so many subscribers that your chances are like 1 in 500,000 or something crazy. Whereas yeah, your chances of winning on Sim UK are hugely better than that. So yeah, if you're interested in winning a copy, make sure you head over there and fill it in. Hey, check out this tunnel. Looks like I'm flying into a base in ETS. That's amazing. I like that. And yeah, I should probably change gear rather than revving the absolute nuts off my engine. I'm going to need a sleep. Dangerously... What the hell? Oh, god damn it, I wasn't paying attention again. Am I away for Christmas? No. Oh man, we are having both sides of the family down this Christmas. We're going to go for a full-on fat Christmas. So we've got my mother, my brother, my mother and one of my brothers coming down. We've got my other half's parents coming down, her sister's coming down. It's gonna be busy. We got all the kids coming over as well. It's gonna be like I think we're cooking for 12 on Christmas Day, or the wife is, and then I'm doing 14 on Scenic Route. Yeah, I'm doing 14 on Boxing Day. So we're gonna have an absolute blast. It's gonna be good. Going to be really good. We don't have enough seats, which is fantastic, so we're going to have improvised... Oh, sugar, 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 protect me. Yes, that barrier worked a treat. I do think the physics have changed here, you know. I'm sure I used to be able to go around that corner faster than that. Is it the bus driving brother that's coming down? Yes, it is, actually, yeah. Well remembered. That's the one. So we might even do a stream. Well, I say that. If we're allowed by the powers that be, then we might do a stream. Might play some footy or do some motorcycle racing, I don't know. Something that's multiplayer. If we're allowed, that is. But, yeah, I'm not going to be counting my chickens on that one, to be honest. If the opportunity presents itself, then yes, quite possibly. People have mentioned that the owner trailers are less stable. Oh, I'd not heard that. That's interesting. So maybe it's not the physics that is causing that. They do seem very light. I mean, to be honest with you, it feels like I don't have any cargo on board. I mean, when I'm braking, I can feel the weight, the extra weight from the trailer, which is good. I think that's probably better since 1.33. I could be making that up, but it feels better. Oh my lord. I'm definitely going to have to start driving slower. Sorry, high beam, apologies. Because I mean, it is just going over so easy. And I'm not actually complaining. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think it will force people to drive more realistically, but and I like that. I mean, that's, but there, look. Doing 48 kilometers, I can't go around that corner. I don't know, that just seems a little bit less stable than it's ever been before. Oh balls, we're going left here, aren't we? Good job it's not busy. Sorry, cutting across you. Driving like a total prune. See how much damage we've done to this. It does look a bit too excessive. I am wondering though whether it's because I've always been running on minimum stability for the trailer, maybe now they've changed the physics so that it's realistic, and now I'm running in the extreme as opposed to, you know, before 1.33 where I was running realistically. So I might just need to tone that down a little bit and then it'll be fine, I guess. Bit of playing around and find a sweet spot. Can't see a thing. Am I going right here? Sorry dude. Sorry dude. I'm sorry dude. That was totally my bad. I need to figure out how to zoom in my Sat-Nav. I think we're here. Yeah. Did I get a chance to look at the Leeds Manchester DLC for Train Sim World? I did actually. I read the brief. It looks brilliant actually. It's not a route I'm overly familiar with. I'm not gonna get over the top excited about it because I don't know it that well. I don't know it at all. I don't think I've ever been on the route, to be honest, but it does look good. And I've got to say, with all the recent DLCs coming out from Dovetail Games at the moment, they're really starting to produce some decent stuff. on a consistent basis, which is really nice. I cannot see where this parking spot is at all. Try and not hit that fence. Like a glove. Oh, I've done it wrong again, haven't I? I'm not used to having my own trailer, that's the problem. So I have to unload it before I... Well, I say before I detach the trailer. I don't really need to detach the trailer at all, do I? It's my trailer. Okay. So what I need to do then is handbrake on, stop the engine, and then unload. Cool. I mentioned that it's England 3, Scotland 0 to Train Sim World Routes to Matt. Hope he takes the bait. Do you know what? I actually hope he takes the bait as well. I think, in all honesty, I think in Britain, Scotland has the most fantastic scenery and the best lines. I really do. I've just bought all of the Scottish line routes for Train Sim, hoping to do a few routes over Christmas. Fingers crossed that goes well. Job completed, excellent. Sawdust panels delivered from Paris to Zurich. Driven distance 776 kilometers. Time taken 20 hours and 34 minutes. Guys, I don't suppose any of you have seen it, have you? Do you remember when I used to drive 800 kilometers or more with no sat-nav at all? After today's little episode, I can't imagine how I actually managed to do that. That must have been awful to watch. It was difficult to drive, that's for sure. So we've ranked up to level 8 enthusiast, that's good. String bean F5 only zooms the heads-up display GPS. It doesn't zoom the in-game, like the one on the dash panel, for some reason. There must be a different button for it, I just don't know what it is. That was not a bad route though, guys. We did alright there. Little bit of damage to the truck. Right, we definitely need long distance because we're trying to get all the way to Lietuva. Oh, we've got none. That's interesting. Why show me the skills page then if I don't actually have any to add? That's cheeky. Most cheeky. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate you coming along and taking the time to do that. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you who watched this video today. Special big thank you to our Patreons and supporters on Twitch. But everybody who comes and watches, you all count, you are all part of this. And I thank you so much. If you hit that like button, I will like you twice as much. Even more than that, perhaps. It is for you guys that I make these videos, so it matters to me a huge amount if you enjoy watching them, and if you don't, you need to tell me. So thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, until next time, goodbye for now.